Yo, what's up guys? I'm currently filming this outside because I didn't have time to do it at home, but this video is going to be me and Heretics 2-0ing NAVI, which got us to the grand finals and also qualified us to Masters of Madrid. So I hope you guys support us in Madrid, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
To bring the teams out onto the EMEA stage. A place in the finals up for grabs. Welcome to the stage, Team Heretics. Leading the charge, it's Mini Boo. Reigns may not have made it, but he's still gonna make his mark. Boo leading the charge on the server and leading the team as well. benjyfishy and Patatek rounding out the roster. And then we'll hope for the Spanish in Madrid on the side of Heretics. Have a big task on their hand, Tom. 5 events in a row NAVI have been able to hit. Angel just doesn't miss. Maybe this time he does.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. The hometown favorites may be trying to get things done, but it's already been one hell of a journey for them already.
The time now, much more valuable to them if they can delay NAVI. And you can see they've got some stuff to work with already. A shock dart fired through to deter some spams as well, and a kill connected, but Patatek's been found. Their flankers down. Now most of the round relies on these spams, blindly firing through a smoke. Someone could be defusing, but there's no panic from Team Heretics. They feel like they've got this one under control. The kills are matching up. The tap again confirms that they're going for a classic out, but not in time. Mini Boo's picked up a triple, and Team Heretics have picked up a pistol round. Good chance for damage.
I think the main thing for them, though, is just going to be not having any sort of movement abilities to get them back in. The utility is going to have to be sublime, and the stun to start with was pretty damn good. But even still, it's the same sort of afterplant for Heretics, just happy to sit back and wait for them to push.
No other choice needs to be made, but now you start to sweat a little bit. There's those 2 kills already in. Still a couple of shots left. The Headhunter's out of bullets, though, and Artis is out of time, taken down quite quickly, leaving Sagetsu. Okay, nice shot. Damage is done. 1 rifle has been lost. Can he make it 2? Can he pull them into the duel? Yes! They're trying to deny the defuse, and they've lost another! 19 HP in the difference. Sure, NAVI didn't win the round, but realistically, we never really expected them to. For a debut from a player like Mini Boo, we talk a lot about nerves and, oh, you can do it at tier 2. Doing it at this level is different. Well, he's been able to do it. Not this time, though. Shut down quickly. 2 brothers, and they're both out of the server. Zipan makes sure of that. 4 versus 3. A good fight from NAVI in this round. Team Heretics have a lot to recover on, and even Patatek getting that kill. He's down to 11 HP.
By NAVI. Riens has managed to sneak his way quite far up. The flash, solid to help him out as well. Patatek's position is known. The flash came from somewhere, and because of that, Sugetsu's going to be able to clear him. But even still, it's the same afterplant again. A 2v2 scenario. Utility, shock darts available.
Fired into the corner as well. It didn't even fully clear the corner. That's got to be in the back of their mind. Could be someone there. Shock darts from Riens, but he's not going to use them. It's the reveal instead. Fired out soon. It's giving away his position, and you can see Sagetsu is trained in on that angle. Well done by NAVI with Sagetsu really feeding into it. He's right up against the poison orb, trying to take the fight. He's fallen back. He's now the focal point of this attack, but Artis is able to swing through, find heavy traffic, 2 quick kills, and then Zipan's on scene. Artis caught, changing weapon. As Riens finds his double, a plant, a Hunter's Fury to work with, but the paranoia wasn't used by NAVI. Now it's blinded Riens, kept him trapped as he fights onto Angel. They know exactly where he is. They're seizing him in. He's low HP, trying to recover. He's got a little bit of time, a little bit of space, but he hasn't heard that TP close. He's not ready for a double swing. Not ready for Angel to hit the shot right away. Second found for NAVI, now tying it up neck and neck.
You're basically giving Artis a free opening duel of whether he's quicker at the shot than you are.
He is.
And he is. Most of the time, he's going to be. Oh, wow. Heretics actually rivaling the Footwatch party we saw last year as well. I didn't think anybody would get even close to that, but that's a hell of a lot of people ready to watch their team play.
Some ultis online, rifles in hand, and an early attempt to get aggressive. Xiao under a lot of threat. Mini Boo took that one quick as can be. Blink and you miss it. But there's still 2 players from NAVI here, ready to defend.
The ult will slow them down. It has given NAVI an opportunity to rotate in, potentially put Artis into position. He's going to be there with the operator. His position will be revealed, but peeking into it would have some pretty big risks about it. And Angel goes wide and has support.
Rolling Thunder used up as well. The retake of space. The players aren't stunned up. benjyfishy good to take the fight with Zipan down. That ult was burned very early, very aggressively. You can see the idea, but they must have thought they were further up elbow than they actually were. And Artis, well, he has somewhere to retreat to at least, so he's going to be posted up, and of course, he hits that shot, goes out for more. This man will not be deterred. He won't be scared away. He's even heard that shrouded step, I think, by the looks of his crosshair placement. Seemed to expect another player to have crossed.
A rotation from Sugetsu a little bit further away. Just looking to try and wrap back around, try and find some space. Benji in a position to fight him, but this 1v1 could be everything. Well, Artis is not going to miss another shot. 3 kills for him, off to a flyer of a start. And NAVI, well, they're going to double up on their lead.
The idea being the other place it will send them is towards this angle, straight into Artis, who's just locking down A all by himself.
Yeah, that's the benefit of him being able to TP away. Still, decent trade, Miniboo again. Being able to keep things in their favor for now. Time starting to tick down, and well, basically A main and B main are completely locked off. An utter menace thus far. Finally, Artis will be revealed. That will mean he has to fall back, and they're going to try and put the pressure on.
He's faking the full fallback though. Look, he immediately goes forward. They were wise to it. Paranoia used. No free kill for Artis this time. Instead, the punish as he attempts to re-enter the angle. Miniboo was waiting. Zipban's walked in and done so much damage. He was close to taking Boo as well. The bullet just below the head, but he'll survive.
10 seconds.
Heretics with 2 players alive in a 2 versus 1. The wall already put down as well, and it's not really doing much for him. Blocking off one angle that he doesn't really need to be worried about, and coming through this smoke, that should be the end of it. Right into Boo. Team Heretics with another round found. They're closing the gap, but they've still only got half of what NAVI are putting on the board. With 3 left to fight for in the half, it's anyone's game, but NAVI certainly looking favored, as Boo will look to cause some nightmares of his own. A smoke close, allowing the spam. The Rolling Thunder hard to connect on it, having to run through that smoke. Potential players unstunned, ready to fight. benjyfishy was one. Spray is good. It's massive from Boo. Through his own smoke, he stopped the defuse and stopped NAVI in their tracks. 4 rounds for Team Heretics.
35 seconds though. This has been a much slower round.
So
Timing.
nasty.
Oh, no, Artis again. Always catching them off guard. They're going to use the space taker to try and get into the side, but Xiao for a 2nd round in a row. This is going to mow them down, and what can Rians do from this position? 20 seconds left, spike on the site, 5 players to find. I wish you the best of luck, but I don't think anything's going to be coming from this one. Xiao even making his move in towards the spawn. He wants another frag, and well, the fact is, this round is already done. It's just about padding those stats.
Benji's close, but what can he do with that util? Like you said, it's all on to Paditech to at least put up a good hold, buy them some time, get some kills. Benji spamming through has picked up Xiao, and now the flash is going to go in. Here comes the peek on the back of it. Great play from Heretics. A crunch that's crushed Navi's momentum and left Artis in a 1v5 that he has no business winning. Barely any seconds left on the clock in the time. What was that shot?
Nice round from Heretics, but as you said, they need a lot more of those if they're going to be winning this map.
Cover going up.
Bring them down.
Well, Trap already dealt with some util to slow reveal as well. Benji wasn't spotted initially, and they can't deal with him. 1 by 1, they fall on the side of NAVI. And with market truly locked down, there's nowhere else to look. Benji's even trained in to find Artis. Zipban alone. The same spot Artis was in the last round rather. 1 versus 5, a rifle in his hands, an entire platoon of enemies to take down. They're posted up, ready to go.
Wonder where he is.
They're just gonna wait for him to step out of main or step back into the waiting arms of Boo. Benji's been matching his performance, and I think that's certainly something to write home about, that Sentinel being able to lock down control. The challenge will not be towards Benji this time. Instead, it's Miniboo, and he's not losing this challenge! What? The damage is massive. Only 3 of those kills are for him, but that's 3 more than I'd give him credit for, swinging into the full force of NAVI. They even suspect where Artis is, smelling the blood in the water. The man that we've praised just a little bit earlier on, benjyfishy, is having some trouble. You can see he's fallen back towards the spawn to try and cover that back angle, leaving his traps to play the site. The camera has been destroyed, and that's drawing some rotations. But Sugetsu's got himself into a perfect position for this. Both players with their backs turned, and Artis might be a little peeved to die like that, but his teammate got the trade nice and clean. And with that, There seems to be no way this falls awry. They haven't cleared Benji.
Last
They haven't
player
even seen him,
standing.
but they're watching
Spike
for him.
planted.
And they have found the kill just in time.
It's crispy aim all the way through, and well, after what was a really clean round in the last for Heretics, just moments later, NAVI bounced back with 4 players surviving. And now, well, with the null command, it's actually not going to be that ultimate available. That's going to be a big problem for NAVI. 15 seconds coming up on the clock for them to try and make their move, a fragment to delay them, a smoke in the way. If they are going to go for this, it has to be now, but they get the entry onto Miniboo. Panatek holding strong, though, and that might just be enough. The spam has dropped that spike, leaving just 2 players remaining, and they can just hide out for the remainder of the round. Artist will take one with him. But the fact is, Heretics have managed to bounce back, and a lot of it is off the back of Panatek.
8-11, you know, when we were looking at a much wider gap between these teams, even just at 10-6, it felt like NAVI might gain control of this and turn it into their favor. Now, though, we're seeing these responses from the side of Heretics. The mid-control idea was nice. 4 players looking to crunch. NAVI threw a lot of utility back at them. They were throwing their smokes, using their stuns, and forcing them off angles, particularly in market. I don't think that went the way Heretics wanted off rip. Good stun, though. Oh, this is fantastic. Early aggression could get a lot of space for the side of NAVI, but they've just forced them back instead. Not able to quite force those mistakes the same, and then they go walking into these angles. Miniboo just doesn't miss.
Yeah, this is basically what I was saying in the first half. Is like, is it just going to be Angel basically just taking firefights? And it's like, I don't know, especially versus Miniboo, you ain't going to be winning it. Now they rely on Artist doing the same thing, just walking up mid. It's where the holes really sort of lie within this attack side, is they just don't have a space taker on one by one. It's individual fights.
I would call it here, 10 seconds on the clock. They will just run the clock down till he goes for the plant, take the swing together, or on their own, and finish it out. Nicely done. They have taken everybody's perceptions and changed it. Benji, move! Okay, all good, all good.
Oh, okay, this is a much faster pace looking. Angel is out with the spike on his own, but nobody has managed to stop him. Artist has been caught. Trade back for Benji. He just goes swinging. Keeps things even for now, and they may not even know that Panatek is still in this corner. They have absolutely no idea. Just the snake in the grass hiding. And they're doubling up to try and put the pressure on Sugetsu. Looking to try and trade things back. Riens will do just that. And now Artist!
And there's the close-up for the dub. Riens with a big play. 2 kills, closing out that round, shutting down Artist. Embarrassing Artist on the wide swing, I'd say. Oh,
okay.
hello?
Somehow
Reflash stun.
he's still alive.
There
The
we
thing
go.
is, the rest of the team are not even remotely close. Like, they are just making their way through elbow. Sugetsu has managed to find one, though, onto Miniboo.
For a smoke. Just blind fire.
Okay, Angel's got another one. This is starting to get interesting. They've had to use the Hunter's Fury. There's chance for real damage here. A second player, low, almost connects onto Zipan. Spike in the way. But it is going to be the plant. Somehow this looks doable. Unlikely, but doable.
The Hunter's Fury, it's pulled it back in favor. Zipan's so low, damage is done. Information is there to play with as well. Benji's just locked them in, put him in a box, and it's only Zipan left. 45 HP, 25 HP, and a Sheriff. A dream. No, down, and he's got 2! The collat! Benji's on it, right under his nose! Zipan has no idea! He's made the play of his life, but Benji shut him down anyways. 11-11, not even breaking a smirk as they equalize. Heretics are locked in to close out map 1. But for Heretics now, they've even popped in the null command, slowed down this push from NAVI. No utility, like you said, Tom. No Viper's Pit to save the day. NAVI need to do it with rifles, and they found Panatek with a double man blitz coming in from market any second now as the smoke fades. Benji on the first. He's been so good in these fights, and he needs to be better because Riens has fallen. Out goes the paranoia. They tried to deny the defuse. The time is low, but it's done. It's being planted. It's being found. Zipan still putting up a fight. And with Benji down, the numbers are even, but Miniboo so desperately low. Boo needs to make a big play. The brothers trying to clutch it out, but only one stands. Full HP on Boo, but he doesn't know there's a player right up beside him. Zipan shutting down the hopes of Team Heretics in regulation. Overtime. Now the last lifeline for the Spanish fans on map number 1.
35 seconds on the clock as they do now look to make their move. Miniboo has rotated into position in order to try and support. Aftershock actually sent through just to destroy the trip, but Miniboo there, as said, They didn't have that expectation of him to just swing that. Now the cage is up, the smoke is up. NAVI are going to have to go running straight through. This paranoia does help them a little bit, but it is a slaughter on the site, leaving just Sugetsu standing. 10 seconds left. Well, he'll take one for his troubles, but planting this should be impossible as he is lasered down through the pit, and Heretics have brought it to overtime. The thing is, though, Heretics at this stage look committed. They look like they're set on going in this direction. Maybe the expectation is that someone's going to come a looking, flash across. It's a bait to give Miniboo the space. But the fact is, Benji's gone down elsewhere. The advantage sitting with NAVI.
Oh, wow. Chow's just peeked in. He saw them all, but the paranoia didn't catch Patatek. Able to respond quickly. Heretics still in with a chance until another kill is found by Angel, this time through the smoke. 3 versus 2. Another falling, though. That's Angel overcommitting. He was at no man's land taking a fight. They know where Zipan is. They've got him boxed in. Trails leading to him, but Patatek falls anyways as NAVI come back from what looked like a little bit of a shaky situation in the end. 13-12. One more needed to put this to a close and move on to their own map pick.
They're now looking to put that pressure in. Boo has been forced to fall back, but he is still around this angle. Paranoia in hand. Is he about to set up Miniboo to go for a swing? It looks like it, and he's bound to kill as well.
Oh, it would have been massive, but for that trade back out. Xiao maintains control, and NAVI maintain course. Looking for the A side. Plenty of players rotated in on the side of Heretics. This defensive side doesn't want to stand still and let NAVI make the next move, though. They're getting aggressive, pushing into the angles and punishing every peek. NAVI tried desperately to save Sugetsu from Miniboo's grasp. Oh, wow. They didn't think there were 2 more guns standing ready to take that fight. Only Angel left. 1v3 in this angle, 1v4 in the round, and, well, 0 health remaining. That's a pretty clean conclusion. 13-13. Another overtime awaits us.
Again, just impressed with the synergy that has somehow been built within this Heretics roster, even in a shaky climate. The support they had, the flashes, the stuns they used alongside it.
Yes! Miniboo Shaga.
Pardon me, sir? Pardon me?
Switch his gaze towards that B site. Put a snake bite down, smoke on it as well. It looks like they're just going to disrespect it. Maybe a hard read coming through. They've obviously got to destroy the trap that was set up by Artist, but it is just going to have to be a full retake. We already mentioned the post, but the fact that Xiao has already managed to find one, the close angle, he's actually seen him, it doesn't matter. Benji wins the fight anyway. They should have the information either way.
Advantage sits with NAVI, stays there. Main is there, sight seems to be to Rian's. Oh, he's hit the shot! Reset after the flash, but it's Angel to close the round. I was believing in that clutch. What a reset from him. But 14 will be ultimately in the hands of NAVI. One more to push this across the line.
One way is going to go up again. Be a little while before they have another smoke available to them. And actually, NAVI are going to try and play off the back of this. Stun is good. It's left onto Miniboo, and it's just going to be the trades. Both teams coming out even. A little bit of extra damage done onto Angel.
We're going to see Angel move through and probably destroy this camera. That's when the utility comes through from the rest of NAVI. Calm down. Where does he go? Benji now knows there's enemies everywhere. Good first to start onto Artist. Reposition around onto the site. And Angel's even left the market angle, grouping up with his teammate. It's Zipan and himself. 45 on Angel. It should be an easy fight. And with the headshot to Zipan, this round may just be tied up in a neat little bow. No need to peek for Benji. 12 seconds left. No plan for Angel just yet. Good shot to start. Plant going to be attempted. Going to be stuck all the way. Oh, but the nade stopped it. Despite 1 kill, he can't quite correct in time.
And more importantly, they're walking into that operator. That has been such a devastating thing throughout the game so far, especially on defense. Good utility to force back Artist, but he's not dealt with just yet. And it's looking like the retake. Now, every single round, Xiao seems to be able to find a kill above these smokes. It's something that Heretics seem aware of, as they'll now get back into their afterglow.
Viper Orb was up in market as well. NAVI weren't able to keep the Viper Wall in play to block them out fully, but that's okay because they're recharging up those toxins for the retake. And Miniboo tried to get ahead of it, but Artist finally gets that opening duel late into the round. A fight hadn't come through, and so there's still lots of utility. Nade down, that's going to buy some more time. NAVI want to fight forward, want to take control over main. TP through by Xiao, has not worked. and the defuse, they're attempting it right now. It's a brave attempt with a body block as well, but they have found their mark, doubled up on it. And the lead now for Team Heretics. For the first time, a chance to close out their map pick. And Tom, they get to do it on their defense. This could be it. Well, the roster certainly living up to the hype that they themselves have created, because when people saw this team list go out, there wasn't a lot of hype drummed up. No one said, oh, that's it. That's it. Madrid down, baby.
Team for the future.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe in a couple months, maybe a year with some roster changes, add in someone else. It could be great.
And definitely not with a stand-in. No one was sat there going, yeah, you know what? Padatek's going to come back and he's going to make it to Masters. That was not something that people had on the cards. It's still not done yet, though. They are a very long road. They haven't even taken that first map, but that is the goal. It's aggressive. A push forward. A react might have just started the beginning of the end, leaving just one man standing. Artis. He's been great so far in this game, but on the attack, there is little to be desired for this side of Navi. Spike recovered. Padatek, maybe a little bit overzealous, is going to give him a root, but already hit by that second pulse, leaving him on 70 HP, nowhere to go. Drone is going to try and push it. The spam actually kinks up Rienz, but even still, I think it might be too little too late. He needs to do a whole lot, and he does manage a couple, but it's Rienz, the man sat at home, looking to send Navi home, as Heretics, after a huge comeback, take map 1.
Well, that was their map pick. It wasn't easy.
That was a bit close, wasn't it?
But they were 10-4 down at one point, Tom. This squad was looking down and out. And they managed to come all the way back.
For Miniboo and 7 for Artis.
Well, he's been matching him pound for pound. Kills, first bloods, all the same. What is that? He's mastered all the elements, and now they've mastered Sunset. On to Breeze. We'll see.
Maybe, but I mean, Heretics has benjyfishy.
Yeah, let's talk about Benji, because you know him way back, right, from the Fortnite days. So what's he like, and how proud are you to see him out there?
It's actually pretty cool to see benjyfishy. Know him from like 4 or 5 events in Fortnite. I saw him in San Diego. He actually destroyed me in San Diego, unlucky.
Sorry I'm just brought up the 2 times that you lost once against Navi and against Benji as well. But where does your alliances lie? Are you rooting for Benji to go to Madrid? Are you rooting for Navi to go to Madrid?
I think I have to go with benjyfishy, even though I like Navi.
Oh, any Benji fans out there? Are you agree with him? Okay, there's at least one. There's at least one. Thank you very much, Harmy, for joining me. Have fun with your watch party, and let's see if Benji indeed can make it to Madrid.
We talked about Heretics. If they lost that last map, a 16-14, a long map, maybe it would affect them. Maybe you take the wind out of their sails. But for Navi, they're now in that boat. I know they're capable of bouncing back, Tom, but see if they can control the wind on Breeze.
They're used to this. They always lose the first map.
Yep. Welcome to Navi. Literally, they did it against BBL, right?
Yeah, day 1 BBL. They get banged out and then win the next 2 maps, 13-6, I believe. So we'll see if that's the case. Benji leading the charge. Already looking to get that plant down. Not the agent you'd normally be going for the plants on, but I guess it's more important for them just getting the round over the line. I'm also just looking at where Miniboo is. I assume he's got some way of getting there a little bit faster, because this is ridiculous how long of a rotation he has. He's actually going to end up fighting Sugetsu in mid. This is such a weird round, and he wins the fight as well.
The gate crash was put out as you called it into question, Tom. It's being used successfully to pull him back over towards A main. And now he's going runabouts, walking his way up to middle. I mean, he's not afraid to run the clock down, that's for sure. Diffuse still not attempted as Team Heretics funnel out of the choke point, and Miniboo grabs the last kill. His flank finally coming to fruition.
And Artis already going to have to be rotating away here. Xiao is in a great position. Hasn't actually been checked, but eventually he will fall. I think maybe a little bit of a jump scare for Sugetsu. Instead, they're hightailing it back towards the B side.
Well, Angels just found that out the hard way. A quick kill onto him. The B side is lost. The TP's in for easy cross. Okay, well, it's easy cross if you just take the players down, I suppose. Navi left in a 2 versus 4. They're not going for it, though, you know, because it was a chance. It was a risk. It was a gamble if they were to commit. Now, this is all great. They've burnt utility. What they haven't done is seen this man sneak his way down into a, frankly, ridiculous position. Gate crash timer's got to be running low, but he's made it. 1 kill, and he's out of there, just like on his chamber, but a little bit more ludicrous of an angle. The spray down's good as well. Rienz is low. The flash and the TP from Miniboo gets gets him one. He's gonna do so much more from this corner, and surrounded, nothing will be found. NAVI with a quick response to Team Heretics. 3-1 we go.
A lot of what they have with it, and he is using it immediately. Straight in towards this site, already spotting out Angel. Trying to get the information on the rest of the players. Patatek has gone down, though.
That decoy was well and truly spotted with the numbers on the attack thinning out. And the flash is already burned up for Miniboo. Someone needs to be the hero this squad desperately needs. Good flash, though. Or, well, lucky flash for benjyfishy, I suppose, because it might have caught him, but it sent Angel backwards as well. Decoy on its way, not going to be given any respect. benjyfishy bypasses it, takes a fight deeper. Now there's a gate crash coming. He's seen it. He's heard it. He knows where it is, and it's destroyed. Swinging out for a fight. He knows there's a player close, but Zipan will still land the shots first. In all the meantime, Miniboo has managed to jump up top, find himself an angle, harass them a little bit, cause problems for this side of the defense. And they're breaking through into a stacked up set of players, weapons drawn, aimed, ready. And the timer already ran fully down. Heretics have done an absolutely fantastic job of pushing and pulling this defensive squad on the way back through. They gave them no space for free and punished them every step of the way, 4-1. But I like Navi's idea as well. The fact that they send these players down through middle to try to take this control, it could give them another spot.
Oh, no.
Well, not when they're caught with a smoke in hand. That's definitely going to hamper the progress.
They've already got the information on the other side as well. Zipan's going to try and pop this Hunter's Fury, but he's found absolutely nothing. And in the meantime, Miniboo has taken that space in towards the site. And for the side of NAVI at this stage, okay, you've got Artis with his ult. That might make things interesting. I was going to say there's a small chance of him using it, but now that Zipan's found a kill, it might just be worth the risk.
He's retrieved a weapon as well, the rifle in his back pocket. That's going to spawn him. Spur him forward, I should say. Flash, 2 in hand, ready to pop around the back. Decoy thrown out, the steps are being made, flashes off the wall, and he's out. No, he's not. Another flash to play, and here he comes! Shorty in hand! One found, over to the rifle. But the players on Heretics are not giving up control. We've been on board with Artis while the rest of the team was thinned out and dealt with. Miniboo finding his third to close it. And 5 rounds now sit on the board. Now,
at least in terms of their map control, they've just walked right up mid. The same can be said for their pressure already put in towards that horse position. Utility taken away. That means the Artist's escape plan no longer exists, and neither does Xiao. It's a little bit labor, but a Miniboo is anything but. Another kill for him. Benji goes down being aggressive, though. It's a 3v3 scenario, but the time now ticking in Heretics' favor.
Not bad. For a start. Let's see if we can double up those deaths. Well, he's coming close to doubling up the kills in just a matter of rounds. Ult already popped. Info for 1, info for 2. And now what more is there to do? Sagetsu's already very low on HP. A clean shot out of Patatek. And, well, Sagetsu doesn't know where to look. Miniboo with a 4th kill of the round, Top. He came into this 10 kills and 1 death. Now 14 and 1. This is genuinely outrageous behavior from this young gun.
Things can become a little bit more expected, but the fact is, it's the pace. That's what's coming up for Heretics. Straight through they go already. Leading the charge. Well, you guessed it, it's Miniboo once again up close, just doing so much damage. Even a headshot onto Artis through the wall. Okay, his teammate's utility definitely helped a bit, but he's still got to land it.
I don't know what his secret is, but teams need to study this guy. 23 HP on Angel. Zipan's got nothing to do, and it's Miniboo. A 3rd kill. You can actually count the rounds he doesn't get a multi-kill on one hand.
I can tell you who's #1 now, and I don't need to look at the stats. 45 seconds on the clock. Already the information being found. Artis is gone. His impact was paramount in the last 2 times they played this map. He has been silenced. A peek through is expected, but Angel, what? Win the first, and I don't even know how he's seen that second. Looking to try and take the game into his own hands with support from Xiao. Leaving things possible, but now Rien steps up. Turns out Miniboo might have just been stealing his frags all along, because now he's on for the ace.
Xiao, if he can get close, that pick could go up, but it's a little late in the game to be worrying about that, especially with Xiao down. Sagetsu, 1 more to put it across the line to double Navi's round count. It has been a really tough game for this defensive side. It's not getting any easier. I thought Patatek had the kill. The trigger discipline, it got the better of him. The Sagetsu's got it in the end.
do think Na'Vi fans are going to be nervous. The other question is, can Miniboo keep this up? Because he's 17-2 right now.
Ridiculous success rate in finding control over these sites. He'll attempt to do it yet again, and the opening is where he
Angel
ends.
standing. They've given up mid, and he's just stood in one of the only angles he's open to everything, with a smoke in hand. And now, well, they can just swarm onto the site. There's too many people to even aim at. Rians has now come up with a triple, but Na'Vi look lost.
I'm truly lost as to the game plan there. It's I want to say a small gap, but it's a pretty big gap to leave wide open. Even saving this weapon seems next to impossible. And there you go, Benji puts that final nail into the coffin for Navi. We talked about a chance with that previous round, a way back in, and they lose it to that.
Now, Angel is going to be able to bypass this trip, but it would leave his teammate out to dry. He's hoping that maybe someone gives him an angle, never mind. That's the ultimate bait. You just walk straight into it. That's how you fool your opponents. Artist instead, he's looking to try and get his teammates information, but the fact is they're losing every single battle, and he might just have to try and get out of there. Left alone, he's going to get absolutely nothing done. Angel is the only one to find the kill, make it a second, but his position is just not one where he could get any real value. It would have to be massive mistakes, and well, flashes, fragments, util being expended. A bit of an overpace in the end, but the time had already ticked far too gone. 9-2, Heretics making this one look easy. Viper's Pit's locking down an angle, but they are very much waiting around it. And the fact is, support is a minimum. The one thing that could get in their way is Zipan with that Hunter's Fury. But this bait has worked perfectly. Sold a fake, moved players away. They're hunting for where Xiao is going to be, removing him from that pit completely. Already they've spotted out Zipan as well. He's getting picked up by utilities, being pushed by Miniboo. It is sublime from the side of Heretics. They have thought of everything, even leaving Panatek behind to catch one on the rotate.
Welcome to my
And then the Viper's pick comes on as well. I mean, this is a textbook round for Team Heretics. The way they pulled the map, the lurk they left, the ultimate, the taking the orb into faking A, putting their Viper wall there, flashing out, and then catching these players completely unaware on the A side. There was no way that was going to work out. 10 rounds for the side of Team Heretics. A roster that coming into VCT had the respect of almost no one. Expectations couldn't go any lower. Bottom of most tier lists, and here they are, showing that they might not only be able to go pound for pound, toe-to-toe with some of the best teams in the world. Remember, Navi, with or without Artis, take your pick. 5 international events in a row. And now Heretics debuting with some young talent. One of them not even being able to make it here in person, and they are close to going all the way. In fact, it's unlikely Navi get anywhere close to a comeback. There's only a minute left on the clock, and there's no control for the side of Navi towards this A side. It's being fully pushed up by Heretics as the defense is going well to start with. Panatek on one, and an awkward fight. Boo is traded eventually, and that removes most of the utility that they're worried about on their way through the site. Easy plant found, and well, that flank that came through earlier on to push through halls, it's at least found one. I actually thought Benji was going to be spotted. Zipan was going back to check it, but a well-won fight and a chance now for this squad of Heretics. This pistol round, I mean, it would surely seal the fate of Navi. Heretics would be just steps away. 3 rounds from Madrid already. But Navi still have Xiao and Sagetsu. Sagetsu, though, might be caught off guard. Never mind. The fight taken first. Rienz is spotted and almost traded out. He didn't even get the first kill. Benji now surely doesn't stand a chance. The time, too low with 2 players left. And a quick shot from Sagetsu seals it. Navi, they're not out of it, but they're certainly far behind. And wall gives them so much control. Decoy baiting in. Benji's done well to hide for now. Good kill! What? 2 for Benji! Miniboo's got another, and then he's forced him back, and it's actually killed Angel! Sagetsu's last alive, and I cannot believe what I'm witnessing! They did nothing! They didn't invest! They thought they were playing for the next round, and instead, they've only got 1 kill between them.
They can just hide.
And an 11-3, 18 seconds, rifle for Benji. No need to peek. No need to give Sugetsu a chance. And with 45 HP, he barely stands a chance on his way in.
I don't think
8
there's time.
seconds.
There's no time.
Picked up a rifle, 1 kill close, but Benji, too good from this position. He had a classic, and he killed 3 of them.
And somehow this is a much better opportunity for NAVI in this round. Xiao just going to try and expend some of those snake bites, try and delay as much as possible. Paranoia still available as well for Angel.
Big Paranoia. I mean, it's not being followed up on. Miniboo still finding the kill, but a snake bite on Patatek. Some kills coming their way, and look how quickly it falls out of their hands. Just Sugetsu with, okay. I actually thought he killed the first guy. Miniboo was on 5 health. Everybody was low. But unfortunately, not low enough. 12-3. I can't believe I'm going to have to listen to Uli talk about this for the next 3 years. We are 12-3. Navi not losing this series like we accepted was a possibility. They are being shut out of this second map, their map pick.
Just to put it into perspective, Boo last year, the only man there for the whole year. The team finished right near the bottom in the regular season. They bring in Benji, they finish last in LCQ.
Rub it in.
They bring in Miniboo, Riens, and obviously Woot from the tier 2. Woot not old enough to play, so Patatek comes from the tier 2 as well. They play their first tournament, and they are 1 round from being in the top 2 of teams in EMEA and making it to an international event with the majority of their players at 18 and 19 years old. This would be one of the most ridiculous things, one of the biggest upsets, one of the biggest surprises I think we've ever had in EMEA history.
We can see Miniboo in position. They know about him with the decoy, and they know about him with the shot as well. Good connection by Artis, but an immediate response. Shock dart through from Zipban. Numbers stay to Navi. A fantastic recon that's cleared out. Nothing. A retake attempt. benjyfishy, Patatek, and Riens. Some utility. Both flashes for Patatek. Still a nade to work with as well. And a nice opening shot. Zipban's down. Numbers are even.
Oh, he's going to get tied.
He's got to be panicking right now. 45 HP on Sugetsu. And he's being revealed. They know exactly where he is, but he's still able to win 1 fight. Thinning out the numbers. The time now ticking away. Navi seem to have this one in the bag. A big play needed, and time is of the essence. Perhaps even needing to stick it to half already. It's going to be attempted. It's body blocked, but Patatek now alone. And Xiao's just about to swing through to finish the round, keeping it alive for Navi. 8 in a row. One hell of a task. That's the Outlaw looking at him. It has a gap around the smoke as well, and it's found its mark. Angel down to the new gun.
NAVI don't have much space to play with. They are making their way up mid, but again, the cams from Benji just spotting out all of that information. A cage available to defend himself, but maybe he doesn't need defending. With the snake bite on him, he gets aggressive. Goes for the peek, the flash through is perfect. The shot's not so much, but he's done the damage anyway. No trade just yet on the shout, but even still, only 1 man standing. Sugetsu to try and save them. With 40 seconds left, the run through coming in. He's actually committed a full spray in onto the fake out. The jitters, the nerves, as he has to try and do everything. The information there, just to try and find anything. But the problem is, 20 seconds left. He has to get onto that spike. And Heretics, they are not overcommitting. They are not overfacing. They are showing that resilience. They are showing that team play that we've seen throughout.
It's a formality, surely. They know exactly where he's planted. They've been boxed in, and fittingly, Miniboo's the one to deal the final blow. This VCT rookie is gonna have all eyes on him as they go all the way to Madrid. Fair play if you saw this coming, because this is a surprise to everyone in the Valorant scene. Heretics, the Spanish organization, will play in Spain.
They started off as just 2 brothers coming into this tournament, and I can tell already there is a brotherhood being built. So many storylines, so many players that have come through with expectations are minimal. You talk about Benji being that guy from that other game. Well, he's just made it to a Masters before many other people will have expected. Boo coming back after a season of lows to the highest of highs with the first Masters under their belt, with his little brother to boot. Padatek coming back from the tier 2, a man who's been there and done that, but fallen back down into that tier 2 scene, now makes it all the way back up, and I'm sure other teams are going, he's just a sub, right? I could maybe pick this guy up, and Riens may not be on the block right now, but an 18-year-old superstar that is rising to the occasion. And yes, Mitch, you're never gonna hear the end of it.
Uri's a happy man, but so am I. Benji and the boys, Boo and his brother, Padatek back on top. What an absolutely wonderful squad, and there'll be no doubt now, a fan favorite that's gonna take the stage over in Madrid, and they've eliminated NAVI